It's happening again. Every year this happens. These murders happen. Well, we need to figure out what is going on. What are we gonna do? They haunt me in my sleep. I need to figure out what's going on. It just keeps coming and coming and doesn't stop. Jacqueline O'Lantern, day 666. My partner called in another crime scene. I can't keep doing this. All these murders, all these innocent murders with all these pumpkins. How sad that they lived such a sad life and they didn't do anything. I need to find out what's going on. Don't they realize this is murder? This is sick. It's gross. They are enjoying the dead bodies of pumpkins. Tell me what happened to you. How did this happen? Tell me your secrets. I'm sorry, guys. I couldn't save you. I bet the killer's among us. I bet you they're here. I first need to figure out where is the pumpkin killer finding all his victims. Oh. I got a message from my partner. He said that he's found some experts and he's gathered them all together for this case. First up, we have wild pumpkin conservationist Stem Cardwin.
G'day folks, welcome. Join me out here in the wild where we're taking a look at the pumpkin. Now we're out here in their natural habitat, the grocery store and the cardboard boxes outside. These pumpkins are very gentle creatures. They're raised in a pumpkin patch nearby where they suckle on a vine with their kin before they're transported to these nests. Now that is a treacherous journey. They have to survive so many threats, the biggest of which is the farming equipment, which threatens to crush these poor fragile creatures. Another threat you commonly see is cars absolutely obliterating these pumpkins on the side of the road, or teenagers smashing them. Perhaps that's why these are called squash. It's because they could get crushed so easily. Nature's just absolutely brutal. Crikey, these pumpkins have a lot to go through. Now, come with me as I show you some of the variety out here. These are a flatter variety, green and mottled, a little bit more aggressive, soft to the touch, as opposed to these folk here. They're rather bumpy. They do seem very gentle and docile. They perhaps will let me to touch them. Ah, yes, you see, just like a preteen's face, just ridden with acne. Back here, these are the most docile of all, and perhaps this one might even allow me to pick it up. Looks like it's just woken up from a nap. But yeah, it's willing to let me pick it up. And these are a white variety. They've been so scared and traumatized in their journey that the orange has been totally bleached from them. Just a tragedy to see. These must be protected at all costs. Lastly here, on these few nests back here, we've got a smaller variety. Could probably pick another one of these up as well and show you. Just a tiny little guy. These are fully grown now, but they are just really small, and crikey, they are just absolutely cute and adorable. Lastly here, so much diversity out of nature, as you can see. Just can't tell even what you could get out of this bin, just assorted variety. So all of these nests are the pumpkins that are raised and grown like this in captivity. But over here, if you come and join me, I'll show you next the pumpkins that are born and raised free range, the larger variety, that hardy Halloween pumpkin that everybody looks for. Come now and join me here where we have a very special guest today. This is the larger free range pumpkin, born and bred to be more appealing for the festive variety. You can see here that size does matter because this is a much larger variety than the other cousins we looked at today. They're round and full, which is optimal for the Halloween spirit, and they have a nice tall stem. Such an amazing creature to look at, especially around this holiday. Thank you for joining me and looking at these beautiful beings.
These pumpkins have such a hard life. They're so defenseless. I wonder why that is. Maybe a pumpkinologist can help.
My name is Dr. Gordon Fielding, Professor of Pumpkinology. I have dedicated my life to pumpkins, also popularly known as the Cucurbita pepo. The Cucurbita pepo pumpkin is often characterized by an orange color, although there is some variation, as well as a hard outer shell that develops much through the pumpkin life cycle, much like calluses on the human hand. This protects them from outside threats. However, within the pumpkin, they are much more vulnerable with their nerve endings and organs all throughout. Recently, there has been a disturbing trend developing where people are dismembering and disemboweling these pumpkins for fun. Sickening.
So that's how the killings are done. I've been investigating so long, but it seems like it's been going on so much longer than I've been on the case. I wonder just how long that is. This historian Pepper Spiceland should know. Let's see.
In the haunting realm of Irish folklore, the art of carving a pumpkin, also known as a jack-o'-lantern, was born. Initially, the Irish carved turnips in order to escape the malevolent spirit of Stingy Jack. Once they came to America, however, they swapped the turnips for pumpkins, unwittingly sealing the pumpkin's fate forever. Nowadays, children are raised to become the natural predator of pumpkins. These pumpkins, sitting unknowingly in pumpkin patches, are then picked, hollowed, and carved, simply for the purpose of decoration. Now, children are even encouraged to use creativity in their ritual pumpkin carving sacrifice, just like this one, right here. They even proudly display these pumpkins on their front porch to show their sacrifice that they made in this brutal murder of the pumpkins. Now, even the lucky few pumpkins that survive these sacrifices aren't lucky for long, as in just a mere few weeks after the Halloween murders, they're taken, baked, and turned into pumpkin pies.
Perhaps I've been looking at this evidence for too long. They seem to enjoy this. But with that being said, welcome to the Pumpkin Walk.